Have you faced discrimination or harassment at work? Are you unsure about your rights and how to seek justice? Many people find themselves confused about whether to file an EEOC complaint or a lawsuit. This uncertainty is understandable, as both options offer avenues for addressing workplace injustice. This essay will guide you through the distinctions between these two legal paths. We will delve into the definitions, processes, advantages, and disadvantages of each option. We'll provide practical examples to illustrate these concepts. This information will empower you to make informed decisions about protecting your rights. It is important to note that seeking legal advice from a qualified attorney is crucial. An attorney specializing in employment law can provide personalized guidance based on your specific circumstances. They can help you navigate the complexities of the legal system and protect your best interests. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding the nuances of EEOC complaints and lawsuits, you can confidently take the necessary steps to address workplace injustice. An EEOC complaint is a formal accusation filed with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, or EEOC. This federal agency enforces laws prohibiting workplace discrimination. These laws include Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Americans with Disabilities Act, also known as the ADA, and the Age Discrimination in Employment Act, or ADIA. Title VII protects individuals from discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, including pregnancy, sexual orientation and gender identity, and national origin. The ADA prohibits discrimination against qualified individuals with disabilities. The ADA protects workers aged 40 and older from age-based discrimination. You would file an EEOC complaint if you believe you've experienced discrimination in any aspect of employment. This includes hiring, firing, promotions, pay, training, or workplace harassment. Examples of situations where filing an EEOC complaint might be appropriate include being denied a promotion because of your race, being subjected to a hostile work environment due to your religion, or being paid less than a colleague of a different gender for the same work. Filing an EEOC complaint initiates a specific process. First, you must file your complaint within a certain time frame, typically 180 or 300 days from the Discriminatory Act. You can file online, by mail, or in person at an EEOC office. The EEOC will then review your complaint. They will determine if it has jurisdiction and if it meets the legal requirements for investigation. If your complaint meets these criteria, the EEOC will initiate an investigation. During the investigation, the EEOC may gather evidence, interview witnesses, and request information from your employer. They may also offer mediation, a voluntary process where a neutral third party helps you and your employer reach a mutually agreeable resolution. If mediation is unsuccessful or not offered, the EEOC will issue a determination. If they find sufficient evidence of discrimination, they may attempt to reach a conciliation agreement with your employer. This agreement typically involves remedies such as back pay, reinstatement, or policy changes. Section 4. Lawsuits. Seeking justice in court. Unlike an EEOC complaint, a lawsuit is a legal action filed directly in court. You are the plaintiff, and your employer is the defendant. Lawsuits can be based on various employment laws, including those enforced by the EEOC and others like the Fair Labor Standards Act, which governs minimum wage and overtime pay. You might consider filing a lawsuit in situations where the EEOC dismissed your complaint or did not find sufficient evidence of discrimination but you believe you have a strong case. Also, if you are seeking a specific legal remedy such as a court order or significant monetary damages that the EEOC cannot provide. Examples of scenarios where a lawsuit might be appropriate include your employer retaliated against you for filing an EEOC complaint or participating in an investigation. You were wrongfully terminated in violation of a contract or public policy, or your employer engaged in wage theft by failing to pay you for all hours worked or overtime. Section 5. Making the right choice for your situation. Choosing between an EEOC complaint and a lawsuit requires careful consideration. Here are some factors to consider. EEOC complaint advantages: lower cost. Filing. An EEOC complaint is free. The EEOC conducts the investigation and bears the associated costs. Informal process. The EEOC process is less formal than a lawsuit, which can be less intimidating for some individuals. Mediation option. EEOC offers mediation, which can lead to a faster and more amicable resolution. Disadvantages: limited remedies. The EEOC's authority to provide remedies is limited. They typically focus on conciliation and voluntary agreements. Timeframes: the EEOC process can be lengthy, and it may take several months or even years to reach a resolution. No guarantee of success. The EEOC may not find sufficient evidence to support your claim, even if you believe you experienced discrimination. Lawsuit advantages: broader remedies. Courts have broader authority to order remedies, including significant monetary damages, injunctions, and policy changes. Legal precedent. Court decisions can set legal precedents, potentially impacting future cases and promoting broader social change. Control over the case. You have more control over the direction and strategy of your case in a lawsuit. Disadvantages: higher cost. Lawsuits can be expensive, involving attorney fees, court costs, and expert witness fees. Formal process. The judicial process is formal and adversarial, which can be stressful and intimidating. Time-consuming lawsuits can be time-consuming, often taking several months or even years to reach a resolution. Ultimately, the best course of action depends on your unique circumstances and legal goals. Consulting with an experienced employment attorney is crucial to evaluate your options and make informed decisions about protecting your rights.